Diptaharyastalim Diptam Shriya Bhogavatim Iva.
The floors of the houses in that city were made of sapphire, crystal, diamonds, pearls, emeralds and rubies. Because of the luster of the houses in the capital, the city was compared to the celestial town named Bhogavati. So it's the heart. So the soul is in the heart. That's why he is always thinking of enjoying. Or so that's where main plan starts. And then it goes with the mind to decide things. Text 16 and intelligence of course. Sabachadvara ratyabhir akridayatanapanay
Chaityadvaja Patakabhir
Tam vidruma vedibhi. In that city there were many assembly houses, street crossing streets, restaurants, gambling houses, markets, resting places, flags, festoons and beautiful parks. All this surrounded the city. Okay. So again, parts of the body. Text 17. Puryastu Bayu Pavane
Puryastu Vayu Pavane
Divyadruma Latakule Nadad Vihangali Kula Kolahala Jalashaye. On the outskirts of the city were many beautiful trees and creepers encircling a nice lake. Also surrounding that lake were many groups of birds and bees that were always chanting and humming. Right? So those nice chanting and humming are referring to sex impulse, agitations and stuff like that. Prabhupada talks about that and how sannyasis, brahmacharis should handle with the opposite sex. That's 18. Himani Jahara Viprushma Kushumakara Vayuna Chalat Pravala Vitapa Nalini Tata Sampadi. The branches of the trees standing on the bank of the lake received particles of water carried by the springer of the falls coming down from the icy mountain. Different kinds of humor, rasas in the body, different kinds of impulses, touch, sex, desire, all kinds of this. All this make your life happy. Oh, I feel so good today. Oh, everyone's beautiful, that kind of feelings. Text 19. Nanaranya mriga vratai Anabhade muni vratai Ahutam manyate panto Yatra kokila kujitai. In such an atmosphere, even the animals of the forest became non-violent and non-envious like great sages. Consequently, the animals did not attack anyone. Over and above everything was the cooing of the cuckoos. Any passenger passing along that path was invited by that atmosphere to take rest in that nice garden. Cuckoos are very nice, they sing very beautiful, right? In India there's a few types, and in Vrindavan they say that cuckoo is the most sweetest. In Asia there's many cuckoos, but anyway, I just wanted to say that it's a very nice thing, all of these things. So it's family life, everybody comes together, everyone thinks everything is great. The wife cuckoos nicely. But at the end of the day, the children and the wife are only wanting to plunder you. That's according to Narada Muni. You shouldn't think that it's against, don't identify with this thing. It's that is reality out there, but it's not you are plundering your husband or something like that. Not like that. So one who's a devotee is not categorized like that. But in reality you see that, outside when the man works hard and the wife is harsh and so on, that's reality. Text 20. Yadrichaya gatam tatra
Yadrichaya gadam tatra
Dadarsha pramadottamam
Dadarsha pramadottamam
Vidya dashavirayantim
Ayanti
Ekaika shatanayakai
Ekaika Shatanayakai.
So your famous word Yadrichaya is here.
Yes, Prabhu.
While wandering here and there in that wonderful garden, King Puranjana suddenly came in contact with a very beautiful woman who was walking there without any engagement. She had 10 servants with her, and each servant had hundreds of wives accompanying him. So here is talking about the intelligence, the mind, and so on, the 10 senses, okay, all of them. Okay, can you understand? Each sense has their own desire, and each desire creates more desire. So that's why.
Woman is the intelligence?
Yeah. Krishna says that, right? Of intelligence I am. Also surprising. This is one of his potencies. Text 21. Pancha Shirsha Hina Guptam
Pancha Shirsha Guptam
Patiharena Sarvataha
Patiharena Sarvataha
Anvishamanam Vishabam
Anveshamanam Vishabam
Aprodam Kamarupinim.
Aprodam Kamarupinim.
The woman was protected on all sides by a 5-hooded snake. She was very beautiful and young, and she appeared very anxious to find a suitable husband. So it's a prana, the snake or cobra, whatever you want to say. Prabhupada says the vital force is compared to a serpent because a serpent can live by simply drinking air. Okay, so that means the snakes have they can live long time without food. That's what it means. So without vital air, prana, you are dead. You cannot live.
So these are the airs in which soul floats.
Yeah.
6 airs.
Not that it floats, it's surrounded by the
5 different kinds of
prana. 10
10 plus 5 are main.
fire, main and fire.
Prana, Apana, Vyana, Udhana, Sama. 5 different.
5 main ones. 5 main. So here Prabhupada gives you that understanding. Women represent intelligence, searching after a husband. This indicates that intelligence cannot act without consciousness. Right? Whatever decision we make, we have to think about it with the mind. A beautiful woman is useless unless protected by the proper husband. Therefore, intelligence must always be very fresh. Therefore, the word aprodam, very young, is used here. Material enjoyment means utilizing the intelligence for the sake of rupa, rasa, gandha, shabda and sparsha, or form, taste, smell, sound and touch. Which is what we do. Right? We don't think about it because we are so automated in our enjoyment. But when you think about it, this is what our enjoyment is. You look at something form-wise nice, oh, that's so wonderful. You taste something nice, that's so wonderful. You smell something nice, wonderful. You hear something, wonderful. You touch something nice, it's wonderful. Right? That's knowledge acquired in a sense. That's how you, so intelligence is required. That's how you make decisions. Oh, it feels good, so I need it. Why, if it doesn't feel good, you don't need it? For example, a child who is sick, you give medicine, it's bitter. It doesn't taste good, so I don't need it, but it's good for you. That's how the intelligence works, based on the senses. So it needs to be purified. Then you don't make such bad
decisions.
choices. Next you need to. Sunasam sudatim balam
Sunasam sudatim balam
sukha polam varananam samavinyasta karnabhyam vibratim kundalashriyam. Woman's nose, teeth and forehead were all very beautiful. Her eyes were equally very beautiful and were bedecked with dazzling earrings. So again, all these are how the intelligence enjoys the sense objects. Okay. So you will work out in your mind how I'm going to eat, how I'm going to prepare certain things, how I'm going to tackle this situation. So that's basically what it is. Text 23. Vishanganivim Shushronim
Vishanganivim Shushronim
Shamam Kanakamekalam Padyam Kwanadvyam Chalantim
Chalantim
Nuburai Devatamiva. The waist and hips of the woman were very beautiful. She was dressed in a yellow sari with a golden belt. While she walked, her ankle bells rang. She appeared exactly like a denizen of the heavens. So the mind is so happy. Text 24. Stano Yanjita Kaishoro Samavritto Nirantarau Vastrantena Nigunhantim Vidaya Gajagaminim. At the end of her sari, the woman was trying to cover her breasts, which were equally round and well placed side by side. She again and again tried to cover them out of shyness while she walked exactly like a great elephant. So these breasts are supposed to represent attachment and envy, raga and dvesha. Right? We don't like something, or we're envious of something because we want something. That's how the living entity is thinking. Anyway, for a sannyasi, brahmachari, or in any case, one shouldn't be attracted by the breasts of a young woman. The great saint Shankaracharya has described the breasts of women, especially young women, as nothing but a combination of muscles and blood. So one should not be attracted by the illusory energy of raised breasts with nipples. Okay. So in the last paragraph, Srila Prabhupada says the word Nihu Hantim, trying to cover, indicates that even if one is tainted by Kama, Lobha, Krodha, etc., they can be transfigured by Krishna consciousness. In other words, one can utilize Kama, lust, for serving Krishna. Being impelled by lust, an ordinary worker will work hard day and night. Similarly, a devotee can work hard day and night to satisfy Krishna. So similarly, Krodha, you use it just like Hanuman. Okay? You get angry with the devotees of Krishna. Like that. So if you use them in the service of Krishna, then they are spiritualized. So you don't have to worry about it. If you don't use them, then they are going to pull you down. Text 25. Tamaha lalitam vida
Tamaha lalitam vira
Savrida smita shobhanam
Savrida smita sobhanam
Snigdena panga pungena
Snigdena panga pungena
Shrishta premo brahmadruva
Sprishta premo brahmadruva.
Puranjana, the hero, became attracted by the eyebrows and smiling face of the very beautiful girl and was immediately pierced by the arrows of her lusty desires. When she smiled shyly, she looked very beautiful to Puranjana, who, although a hero, could not refrain from addressing her. So this is how the illusory energy affects the living entity. Okay. Prabhupada says the living entity is a hero in two ways. When he is thinking he is a big worker, leader, politician like that, or he can become a hero by being master of senses. Nice. So he says, however great they are, they can be conquered by the lump of flesh or blood known as the breast of the woman. So remember I was saying Mark Antony and Cleopatra, Prabhupada is giving this example. And then Baji Rao, he became a victim of woman during the time of Maharashtrian politics and he was defeated. And similarly they tried to do to Haridas Thakur by sending the prostitutes by Ramachandra Khan. So you have to immediately know all these pastimes and say, oh yes, this has happened. So that way you're always thinking about Krishna. So yeah, so for us, the point here is to practice sense control. Okay? Vacho Vegam, Manasukro Vegam, Jiva Vegam, Vidara Vegam. So all those things you must practice. It is the beginning. First thing to do is control senses before you can go and do other things. If you can't control your mind and senses like that, you can't make proper decisions. It's not going to work. You are already defeated already. Okay? So practice that and then become a great hero. That's what Prabhupada wants. Alright, we'll take like a 10-minute break and then we'll continue with it.